Welcome to the Man of Recaps. This is Survivor Winners at War, episode 10. It's day 24 on the island, which is roughly how long I've been growing my quarantine beard. So if I ever go on Survivor, this is what it would look like. Our castaways have made it to the Loved Ones Visit Day. If you're a human being with emotions, you're bawling your eyes out. I can recap this pretty quick though. In a Survivor First, they don't just get one loved one, they bring out the whole families, kids and all. There's normally a challenge here where you partner with your loved one and the first finishers get to go out on a picnic, the rest of them have to say goodbye. Jeff teases them that the kids are gonna compete too, but because it's a special season, everyone gets loved ones visit time. It's a big beach party.
Oh, you're gonna make some sand soup for us?
I'm making it for both of you.
Oh, that sounds so delicious.
Even on the edge of extinction, they bring in the families and everyone's crying. It's a great time, but it does take up half the episode. Then finally, back to the game. It's an immunity challenge. You have to stack the blocks to spell immunity on this unstable platform, holding the rope to keep it steady as you back all the way up to get the next letters. There's a few different techniques. Nick goes for the chin hold while Jeremy just puts it in his mouth. The taller your stack gets, the easier it is to drop, and pretty soon the only frontrunners are Tony and Ben. They're neck and neck, both get a fully spelled immunity, they just have to make it back without dropping. Tony's ahead so Ben speeds it up, but he drops it, and Tony wins immunity. An interesting stat, apparently this is Tony's first ever individual immunity win. He won his season without ever winning a challenge.
To win it on a game that requires patience, slow and steady is not what I'm made of. I'm made out of fast and sloppy.
And now the strategizing begins. Jeremy comes to Tony first. He wants to split up Sarah and Sophie, who are real tight. He doesn't seem to know, though, about the Cops R Us alliance that Tony made with Sarah back on day one. Sarah goes to Tony with her own big plan. She wants to get Kim out of there. Kim is very good at winning immunity challenges. Sarah wants to get her out now while she's vulnerable. Tony's not really feeling it, though. He doesn't think Kim's a big threat right now. In fact, he talks to his boys and is like, yo, let's blindside Jeremy. Tony tells Sarah Jeremy threw her name out there, and that's all he had to say. Sarah's in. But now Jeremy, Kim, and Tyson realize that they're in the minority. Kim's like, tonight's the night to make a big move where they're just gonna pick the rest of us off one by one. Kim has an immunity idol. If she can play it for the correct person that the majority's targeting, they can nullify those votes and their minority can vote one of them out. Jeremy also has an advantage, his safety without power. That lets him walk out of tribal, so he can't get any votes, but he also can't cast his. That would save him, but without his vote to help them, it would leave his new minority alliance high and dry. At Tribal Council, once again, it's chaotic whispering. Jeff's like, I had all these interview questions prepared, I guess I just won't. Finally, it's time to vote, but Jeremy and Sarah both call out to use an advantage at the same time. They have a game of chicken for who's gonna go first. Neither wants to use theirs without knowing what the other person's is. They both back out like, okay, I'm not gonna use it, but when Jeff calls it's time to vote again, they both try to use it again. Finally, Jeremy goes first. He's like, look, Jeff, I'm saving myself. I'm peacing out of here. Jeremy was in fact the target, so it sets off a new set of scrambling. Finally, Sophie just calls it like it is and is like, hey, let's stop the whispering. The five of us, let's go make a decision. So the lines are drawn and new plans get made. Then Sarah plays her advantage. It's the steal a vote she bought way at the beginning. She steals Denise's vote, so they now have 6 votes versus 3. But we're not done yet. This tribal flushes out all the advantages as Kim plays her idol too. Depending on how the majority split up their 6 votes, if Kim picks the right person to save, they could still turn this around. Should she play it for herself to be safe, or are they more likely to target one of her allies? In the end, she plays it for Denise and crosses her fingers. It's looking good to start. 2 votes come out for Denise. Kim's crew targeted Sophie. 2 votes come out for her. But the rest of them are all Tyson, and Tyson's voted out again. He's got no fire tokens to bequeath, so he's headed back to the edge of extinction, hoping to fight his way back into the game again. Where will the game go from here? Will the majority continue to pick off this minority, or will big moves shake things up? Find out next time on Survivor. Hit that subscribe button for more of the best recaps of TV and movies, and click the join button to support the channel and be a recap champion.